everybody, so I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to share with you how I do my meal planning. Somebody asked me this a few months ago and it's taken me a little while to kind of think about how I want to share this with you guys because, to be honest, I don't have a really structured meal planning kind of routine. Like, I don't do it on a Saturday to then do a shop on a Sunday to then do like Monday to Sunday. I don't do that. I kind of meal plan when I run out of food in the fridge, and that can vary on whichever day that it is. But I definitely have a load of tactics that I use to create a meal plan. Meal planning is so important because it saves money. It makes sure I'm not worrying about what meals I'm going to cook for my toddler. It means I know that I'm going to be making healthy and nutritious meals and a balanced week as well for him and us, of course. So first things first, I print out a list, and sometimes I write it out, sometimes I print one out. This is just an example of one I got on the internet. This is from eleganceandenchantment.com. Loads of different bloggers have them and you can find one really easily to download. I like ones where there's a shopping list on the side as well, because there are various things I'll know I need to get in the shop that aren't really related to the meal, things like bin bags and stuff like that. If I'm doing a meal plan on like a Tuesday and that's when we run out of food, I'll probably just hand write it on an A4 piece of paper. I'll start with Wednesday and then I'll write breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and then I'll just continue that down the A4 page. And that's what I do on here as well. So if it's just got headers of the days, I'll write breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. So the next thing that I do is to open my recipe books, open my recipe folder, and also open my recipe tagged posts on Instagram in my collections section. This is one of my recipe folders. I have a savoury and I have a sweet. This is my sweets one, which actually, to be honest, I probably use more because I cook savoury a bit more kind of as I go. All this is a collection of everything I've ever found on blogs, on websites that I've tried out, loved and wanted to keep, and it is quite hefty. I don't know about you, but if you are into healthy eating, you want to eat either dairy-free or gluten-free, or you want to incorporate more veggies, I think it's really great to keep the recipes that you find actually work somewhere, because there are so many that just don't work, that are not worth keeping, and you don't want to accidentally repeat the wrong thing. So if I find something that I really love, that really works for me, I put it in the folder. The other thing that I do is to look at recipe books. So these are just some of the ones that I love. So I love Jamie Oliver. I've got 4 of his cookbooks. They're always really easy to do and really tasty. So this is the 30-minute meals. This is really great just for inspiration. Then I've got the River Cottage Baby and Toddler Cookbook. It's a fantastic book, actually. It's not got heaps of recipes. I was kind of expecting there to be more, but the ones that they do have are surefire winners with children. The next one I love is The Plantiful Table by Oh Dear Drea, is the blogger. That her name is Andrea Duclos, and I have been following her blog for ages. It's all vegan and so delicious. Again, the recipes are kind of simple basics, but really tasty. So I refer to this a lot because as well it's a lot about how she feeds her kid as well. Another one I love is A Girl Called Jack by Jack Monroe, and it's full of budget recipes. There's a lot of vegetarian recipes in here. They're budget friendly, obviously, and also pretty darn healthy and really good for kids. The last one is probably my favourite, and it's Miss Dahl's Voluptuous Delights by Sophie Dahl. This book is how I would eat every single day if I could. I love this book. It's just so good, and it's just a fantastic cookbook if you don't have this one. Anyway, this wasn't supposed to be a cookbook review. This is me telling you how I meal plan, but those are my favourite ones for quickly leafing through and going, oh, I really want to make that, and it being a really easy, simple, delicious, healthy recipe. So once I've gone through the recipe books and my Instagram and the recipe folder, I'm kind of about halfway done. I've probably filled in about half the grid. Then with the other half of that grid, I want to make sure to keep it healthy and balanced, to make sure there's a good amount of fruit, veg and whole grains every day, and that it's really just balanced across the week, so that my son's trying lots of different foods and that I'm also getting a load of different nutrients and minerals throughout the week and not just eating the same thing again and again. So what I did, and I really needed to do once I just had a baby, was create for myself a cheat sheet. So here I've got my meal planning cheat sheet, and it basically says pick a protein, pick a sauce, pick a carb, and then add a load of seasonal veg. Those are the different steps. And then I've basically just listed all of the different protein sources and carbs that we like to eat, I find that's a really easy way of incorporating different foods and different flavours and trying new things, and it's a really easy way to guarantee that we eat something that we all like. Another thing I have in this document is a couple of like meal planning week ideas and different ways that I might do things. So on there I also have down the side like steps of preparation steps, like do I need to soak some rice overnight? Do I need to pre-make a apple crumble? Do I need to make some flapjack in the evening time? So if I'm really stuck or really tired, I could just print this off, take that to the shops, and I am kind of good to go. And the last thing that I have on this document is literally just a huge list of meal ideas. So things like vegan meatloaf, pasta bake, egg fried rice, roast Sunday dinner, spanakopita pita, chocolate chip biscuits, tagine, moussaka, sausage casserole. There are so many things, and most of these are interchangeable, whether you've got like chicken or fake chicken or real mince or corn mince, and quite often we'll actually have the veggie version. It's also got like more specific lunch ideas section, because I find lunches, I really want to make them in about 10 or 15 minutes maximum. I don't want to be spending half an hour doing a huge amount of beautiful cooking prep work. I want it to be really quick so he can eat and go down for his nap. So let me talk you through this meal plan and just give you a feel for why I chose the things I chose. So breakfast, I really try and vary throughout the week because he loves variety, and he will eat his food if it's not the same thing he had yesterday, pretty much guaranteed. So I've got in here oats, beans on toast, buckwheat, rice pudding, French toast, waffles and pancakes. I can make pretty much all of those things in 5 or 10 minutes, and although pancakes takes a bit longer because you have to like actually cook them and flip them, and I wish I lived in America where there's a huge griddle pan because I'd get my pancakes done so much quicker. So incorporated in there is a variety of different grains, and that's kind of the way that I base it, is actually on different grains going throughout the week. So his pancakes will be made probably of rye or buckwheat or oats, and obviously French toast would be lovely sourdough bread that I'd use. Then lunches, I've actually written one of them as being out, so Saturday will probably be out for lunch. Then things like scrambled eggs, hummus potato salad, which I've made the night before, an omelette, which takes 10 minutes, falafel, which I've made beforehand or I've purchased down at the health food shop, leftover roasted veg from the night before, and quinoa. Quinoa is so easy and delicious and goes lovely with roasted vegetables. And then avocado toast with a dippy egg. He loves avocado and toast and egg, and actually if I served him that every day he probably would eat it. So I really try and make sure he doesn't have bread at every single meal, and he'll have it probably about once a day. So he'll either have a piece of toast or like a sandwich at lunchtime, or maybe he'll have a piece of toast on the side of like some stew at dinner time. And although we're not gluten-free, I think it's really important to incorporate all those different grains and a lot of gluten-free grains as well, because it's really great for your digestion. Then for dinner we do have heavier foods. He's not a big lunch guy, he's more of a dinner guy. So on the dinner section I've got kedgeree Alfredo pasta with broccoli and veggie sausage, chickpea pizza. Actually he doesn't really like the chickpea pizza bases that I make, only me and my husband really like those, and I actually just home make him some dough which I then keep in the freezer. Cauliflower potato mash, roast chicken and roasted veg and gravy, fish and chips and mushy peas, lentil bolognese, then sweet potato fries, smoked tofu and green beans. So for snacks we've got things like green smoothies, fruit muffins, yogurt, flapjack and leftover waffles. I keep waffles in the freezer. When I make a batch it's usually just me and him eating waffles on breakfast, and so there'll be several that I can just freeze or cut up and then freeze in portions. So what I want to do for you guys is make sure that you're able to read this as a Google Doc. I will leave the link down below so that you can check it out and you can print it off and you can read it and you can get some ideas. I just want to say as well, for all of you mummies out there that think that you've seen my Instagram and you think that I must be a perfect mummy and my son always eats really healthy, that there are days where that just goes out the window and we go and we get some chips somewhere. There are days when I just let him eat just fruit all one meal and that's basically all he has. And there are days where I give him a snack after going to the park of about 2 mini croissants, and then he doesn't want to eat his lunch more than a couple of bites of broccoli, which is what happened today. It is so frustrating as a parent that with all the will in the world and all this fantastic meal planning that actually your child may or may not actually eat what you've given them, but I think it's really, really important to keep giving them a variety of foods, keep offering them a variety of foods and different things for them to try. And actually I think that's the most important thing we can do. We can't force them to eat it, but we can keep offering them really healthy options. So I hope you found that interesting. Please leave me any questions you have down below, and also let me know if you're a hardcore every Saturday, like I do my meal planning person, or if you're a bit more kind of go with the flow, a bit more like me. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here and you like this type of video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a really fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch up with you soon in a new video. Bye!